They're yelling, push.
I did want to laugh, but Nicki cannot be serious.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to a King of Reeds video. It's been a minute. I don't know how long it's been since I did a King of Reeds video, but girl, I am here. We got to talk. A lot of things have went on. A lot of things have not went on, but I hope y'all week has been good. It's Thursday. June is passing by like quick. Maybe because it's Pride. Y'all said no homosexual. But we got a couple of things to talk about. A lot going on over at Real Housewives of Atlanta with Kenya and a new housewife. Girl, the accusations of Kenya posting some pictures that should not have been posted. We got to talk about that. Cardi B and Bia, girl, a quick beef that came and ended, girl. It is giving very medium rare, and y'all know I love medium rare steak, but not beef. Like, I can do steak, but I can't do beef like a burger. Matter of fact, I'm making burgers later on tonight. Period. I'm so excited about the website. We got to talk about Nicki Minaj and her husband. Child, are they broken up? What's going on? Trouble in paradise. Can we even call it a paradise? Like, as long as no playgrounds, I guess it can be a paradise. Maybe. Got to talk about that. Also, y'all trying to eat this child up for not wanting that old Buick. Yes, we're gonna get into a little Twitter drama. Because, girl, let me tell you something. I have a story. Also, got to talk about Tyla. She went on the Breakfast Club and did an interview, and she was asked about her blackness or non-blackness. And sister turned around. She looked over to her left, and they said, "No, por favor, we will not be talking about that. Let's move on. Next question, Tamika. Next question. We got to talk about y'all favorite White Walker, Caitlyn. Girl, them White Walker gonna end me. Let me be good. We got to talk about that and some other things. But before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and get into this mental health check-in. Mental health, girl, she's doing a lot. Let me tell you something. The state of the economy, she is getting me. She's telling me what to drink. She's telling me what to eat. She's getting me together. She's telling me what not to eat, what not to drink. Baby, let me tell you something. I went to the grocery store the other day. For those who do not know, I talked about it on Patreon a little bit. Like, I am keeping my 14-year-old little brother, cousin, for the next 2-3 weeks. Girl, let me tell you. That boy keep going to the refrigerator, grabbing stuff and eating. I'm like, ooh, what's the tea, child? So many, like, what do y'all do? Like, because I'm not used to hiding snacks and putting stuff up, like, girl, but homeboy is like racking up on the snacks. I'm like, hold up, I don't get no stamps. I ain't get, this is all cash or credit, depending on what's going on. But yeah, I'm excited to spend some time with him. We're gonna cook later on this evening. That's what I'm trying to get some content done. We're gonna do that later on this evening. And I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling some things. I'm glad to be able to get some content done today. That was on my mind. I wanted to work on some stuff. I'm going to take this weekend to work on some things. I have some plans for some stuff I want to do around my birthday. Some projects I'm working on, and I've already teased a little bit of it. Come on, shout out to House Martell, Lannister, and Targaryen, period. And House Tyrell. Love y'all over there. But yes, working on that. We'll be resting and stuff this weekend. It's been a really interesting week for me. A lot going on. I got a chance to hang out with some beautiful folks, spend some time to myself and all of that. Like, girl, you know, I'm surviving. I feel like we're all surviving. I actually feel good after doing this video about the state of the election and all that other stuff and how I don't really care about this electoral season. I just don't. I might do a further video about that. But those who saw it, y'all saw it. Like, girl, I felt good because a lot of people agree with me about that. So I might just do a video only for just for Patreon, because I got some thoughts. Specifically after seeing those shoe-shining Negroes at Morehouse College during Joe Biden's speech. Girl, y'all cannot be serious. I can't take y'all serious. Yeah, we got to talk about that. But, you know, shout out to y'all. Thank you for listening to my mental health check-in. So let's go ahead and get to the tea for today. The tea for today is, girl, get tested, period. Know your status, all that. No, there's no sponsor, no nothing. But yes, I went and got tested the other day. I love to get my blood work when you know, go. Like, it takes nothing. Find you a clinic, go get tested, child. Have them take their blood, swab, all the other stuff. Knowing is the important answer. Knowing. And I'm not, when I say get tested, I'm not specifically just talking about HIV, but just STIs, period. When I say get tested, I'm not talking about just like HIV. Get a full panel, ask them for a full panel if you can. Specifically, if you are men who sleep with men, please do that. It's important because there are a lot of things that, you know, be going on that we don't know, and we don't be having symptoms sometimes. So we gotta make sure we taking care of ourselves and protecting ourselves. And protecting ourselves is just not using rubbers, but protecting ourselves is knowing where our health is at, and we can protect ourselves as well as protecting other folks. And if we all out here doing it, we good, girl. No matter how you getting it done. But let's talk about the tea. Let's get into it. Who do I want to start with? I just want to go ahead and get into it. Tyla. Tyla recently came and did an interview on The Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne apparently threw her a fast one and asked her about her blackness, and here's what he said.
About your identity as a South African colored person. What does that even mean?
Can we not, por favor?
Oh, I like that. We keeping that in the interview too. I like when they talk from the back and say we can't. I like that. I like the character. That's good. That's even better.
Next one, please.
That's even better.
So they're saying that Charlamagne was not supposed to ask that question. You can see that her team said, chop, chop. They said, no, man, we're not talking about that. And it started a big diaspora war online right now. It's bad. I'm scared to even get on TikTok because I know the girls are talking. This is a little bit above my pay grade. It's out of my range. And I've been doing some reading and paying attention. Shout out to the folks who I follow who've been engaging in this conversation about race, anti-blackness, global South, all of that. I've been retweeting some stuff. Like, I'm trying to understand, like, I'm listening to all sides and how I'm thinking about it. This is my thought. Tyla, who is a very talented girl, like, you know, very talented. Her music, little Truth That Day, like, that's my song. She can dance, she can move. She's a beautiful girl. For me, y'all know how I am. When a new girl comes and she's unambiguously black and she's skinny, thin, or whatever, like, I just be like, girl, here we go again. I don't be in a jump to support because I'm like, we already got 1 million y'all already. But Tyla, I will say, is talented. Like, the girl can move the way she moves when the songs is going, like how she's able to like incorporate, like how she does a really, really good job. I'm not gonna hold you. She's very talented. We cannot take that away from her. But, you know, she was asked about her blackness. Like, folks have said, like, that, you know, she was black, she was not black. And, you know, she said that she was colored. And she said that she is not dismissing her blackness. And when she was asked on The Breakfast Club, she did not respond. Like, she was not going to get into that. So people were talking online. The girls were talking. And she released a statement on Twitter, and I'm going to read it to you all. Said, you guys never deny my blackness. I don't know where that came from. I'm mixed with Black, Zulu, Irish, Mauritian, Indian, and colored in South Africa. I will be classified as a colored woman. In other places, I will be classified as a black woman. Race is classified differently in different parts of the world. I don't expect to be identified as colored outside of South, but anyone not comfortable doing so, because I understand the weight of that word outside of South Africa. But to close this conversation, I'm both colored in South Africa, and I am a black woman. As a woman for the culture, it's and not or. With that being said, a zombie. A zombie? Maybe it's a zombie. I love that, period. So again, she released this statement because the girls was cooking. Like, they was like, what's going on, girl? Like, she was kind of scared to answer the question. Let me tell you something. Tyla has a whole team, the whole folks, like, y'all need to be prepared for these type of questions. This is how I feel. You going on one of the blackest radio shows, The Breakfast Club, who has been interviewing, has clips going viral, talked about. Interviews are still being, you know, used for references on stuff to this day. You need to be prepared for this conversation. You need to be prepared. For the folks who are online saying she doesn't have to identify, she doesn't have to say that, yes, the hell she do. Period. Because like I said, I need to know where you stand. I ain't got a lot of money. And I'm not going to be supporting another, oh, well, I'm not, like, if you giving the energy like I don't want to be black or da-da-da, and how you speak on blackness, whatever your policy, I need to know so I can know who I am supporting. Because you benefit from colorism, point blank, period. You benefit from anti-blackness, period. You benefit from being ambiguously black. So we need to know, because you're moving in a way, you're going to the Breakfast Club. That's where you're going. You are trying, because if you would not go in the Breakfast Club. You know this is the demographic you want to reach. It's a push. Stop with the bull crap on Twitter, online, to myself. Oh, she was doing her thing in South Africa, all that other stuff, period. Love that. She's trying to reach another demographic. That's why she's doing that. That's why she had the team, because she already know what the Breakfast Club is giving. Unfortunately, the team wasn't prepared. I don't care that Charlamagne threw that question in. I don't care. I don't blame him for doing it. Some of y'all need to be asked these questions. I need to know. And how you move and how you speak lets me know. Now, how a lot of y'all are, like, some of y'all folks, like, girl, y'all are being anti-black as hell. Like, the way y'all speak about black folks, like, it's disgusting. Like, how dare you think she's black? That's how y'all speak on Blackness. And then we'll see, like, all of our, like, the culture that black folks have used in the U.S., like, everywhere. Like, from the reaction memes to, like, how y'all, like, we see that. Like, we can have a conversation about the global South. We can have a conversation about that. But how y'all speak about blackness, a specific type of blackness, it be giving anti-black. And some of my mutuals are fighting. They are fighting online, and they are getting the girls together. And I appreciate them for having a conversation, because, girl, some of y'all don't know. Like, some of y'all just like, oh, well, she don't have to do that. She don't have to do that. She don't, da, da, da. I was like, girl, yes, she do. I need to know who I'm supporting. The same way I need to know, like, what your politic is. I'm not going to be supporting certain people. It's no shade. Tyla is a beautiful girl. She's talented. It's a million of them already. Like, she is benefiting from this system that she didn't create. She didn't create this caste system. She didn't create all this other stuff, but you got to speak on it. You have to. And I think folks are upset. Like, the way folks are protecting her, baby, colorism and all the things is working. Because now they see her like she's in danger. Like, y'all see her, it's like, my God, like she's a damsel in distress. She's been asked a question. Y'all act like folks is picking at her, standing outside. Like, she just asked a question. Oh my gosh. Ooh, girl, I wish y'all used that energy to protect other black women. God, like, you would have thought that it was World War III going on, the way they was jumping up to protect. Like, girl, it's just a simple question. Her team handled it. She tweeted about it, period. Now, I am enjoying the conversation online, because the girls is really sending books, read this, articles, all that. I'm here for it, because I feel like it is a necessary thing as we move into a new age of, I need to know who the people are I am supporting. I need to know. So yeah, how I feel is, Tyla trying to, be in this specific, like, she's trying to reach a different demographic. She's pushing it. I need to know, because there's 100 other girls who do not fit this system that you benefit from, who are trying to make it. Like, you are able to move a certain way that other black women are not able to. Like, there's other women who are as talented as you are, doing the things, all of that, period. So don't blame Charlamagne the God for answering that question, period. Let's move on, since we talk about black women's and we talk about anti-blackness and all of the things. Let's talk about Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. And let me tell y'all something. The way y'all trying my sister Angel Reese makes me want to support her even more. I'm not even a basketball person. I don't even pay attention to it. But Angel Reese and how she's moving, how she's talking, and these other black, making me interested. The politic to match the talent, baby. A lot of the male NBA players can't do that, but I guarantee you this. I guarantee you the black WNBA players, the women, I bet you they got way more black partners than the men do. I bet you that. And that's what I know for sure. Period. Like, that's what I know for sure. So yes, I will be glad to fund the women's. I'll be glad. And the way they gathering Stephen A. Smith tap dancing with a fro raccoon. Baby, Stephen A. Smith got ate up so bad. Oh, homegirl ate him up so bad. She said, girl, you could have been doing this. You could have been doing this work. You were not doing it. He like, you want to be rewarded for jumping on the wave now? Like, you could have been using your influence and talking about like this from the beginning, but y'all did. Oh, that's not how TV works. Shannon Sharp The unsharp tool in the toolkit talking, shut up. Raccoons, turn the microphones off. The raccoons, turn the microphones off. We do not want to hear what y'all got to say. Y'all are not smart. Shannon Sharp couldn't interview a cardboard box. Like, he's not smart. Like, Shannon Sharp, the unsharpened tool in the toolkit, just not giving. Like, the way they was moving to protect Caitlyn Clark, like, girl, another damsel in distress. Like, another, oh my God, like, Caitlyn Clark, oh my God. Like, y'all being so mean to her because one of these basketball players was playing, like, and getting at her. Like, girl, they was, like, them black, y'all was ready to lash black girls. See, this is the reason why y'all, this happens. And these black women sports commentator was getting on there and saying, this is what it is. And I have the experience. Love that. Love that. Y'all want to protect this white woman so bad because y'all know y'all viewership wants y'all to. Like, this is why I don't trust y'all who are the only black folks in the room, because y'all were invited in the room and at the table because ultimately you are a white person. Y'all ideals are the same. So that's why y'all got the table. That's why y'all were able to sit and talk, because y'all ideals are the same. So it's like, okay, girl, y'all fit right on in. Come on in, raccoon. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Unsharp. Ooh, and Chad Ochocinco, another dummy, like just dummy everywhere. In the words of Jesse Wu, unplug the microphones quickly, turn them off. I wish I can come up with some type of virus or something to just eliminate all microphones with men, period, because y'all just not making any sense. But just how they just have been trying to protect Caitlyn Clark for the simplest of critiques. She is not the movement. Like, yes, folks are watching the game because of Caitlyn Clark. They're also paying attention because of Angel Reese and other black women in the WNBA. Like, I'm paying attention to it. These girls are talented and they have the politic to match, period. And they're eating the game up. They're really talented. Let me tell you something. Y'all better hope I don't run into a couple of dollars and take my ass to Chicago and see Angel Reese, period, because I want to see her. I want to see her do her thing. And you know what? I'll be interested how this continues on, because if you want to say that Caitlyn Clark is the sole reason, no, she is not. She is not the saving grace of the WNBA. Angel Reese is too. She has contributed to it as well. A lot, honestly. And now Caitlyn Clark is, these white folks are using her to be racist as hell. Like, we just fucking with Angel Reese because she talented, she black, and she just that girl. Same with Sha'Carri. White folks are now attaching to Caitlyn Clark because of this quote unquote war. Like, didn't Caitlyn Clark lose to Angel Reese's team? Like, what's going on? Didn't she lose? Ain't this the same situation where Jill Biden was inviting both of them to the White House? What's going on? Make it make sense for me. Hello? Like, Angel Reese is talented. Caitlyn Clark, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to her. But the way white folks are attaching themselves, and now she has to deal with that. Caitlyn Clark can come online and say, hey, that white, I don't do that. How do we know where you stand and you don't say it? The same with Taylor Swift. Like, folks, you come out and say it, but you don't want to. And why you don't want to is something that needs to be talked about. The reason why. Because you don't want to lose that fan base. Because you need the content. You want those folks to support you. You don't want to alienate them. But you don't want to be associated with it. Come on, Republican Party. Hello? Y'all pay attention. You pay attention. You see it. Like, they was, Caitlyn Clark, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Is it that serious? Ooh, girl. But yes, like Stephen A. Smith, and what's his name? Shannon Coon Sharp, put them on a ship, blast them to the moon. Period. That's all I got. Y'all like whiteness so much, go and live on the moon with no oxygen. Period. Because every time y'all talk, y'all take oxygen out of the room that can be used for other things, like a raccoon taking a shit. Period. Moving on. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj, child. What's going on in the paradise of Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth, convicted Petty? Nicki Minaj was on Instagram story with her pink bonnet.
You're yelling, push. You're in pain. Then one day, he comes out, a beautiful baby boy. To God be the glory.
Nicki had them lashes on. They're telling you to push. And shout out to all the mothers out here. You're doing a great job. Like, baby, she had them lashes was like, I was hollering. Like, sister is high as a kite. Sister, take me higher. When Beyonce said that, that's what she was talking about. She was talking about how high Nicki was. She said that in the future. Come on, queen. Like, take me higher. And BB took her higher. Nicki was high as a kite. She deleted that story. She also tweeted something about, single, and people were speculating that she and her husband were having some issues, some marital issues and stuff. Now there's a video of Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty and their son getting on the jet and all that other stuff. She posted it. Let me tell you something. The girls be tapped in. They be knowing what's going on. So to me, I think it was giving marital issues. I think there was something going on. I think once he saw, the stuff and, he probably got it together. They probably had a conversation and he's talking about working it out. But Nicki was on tour even saying that she does not want to be with somebody who is, lying and all the other stuff. She does not want to be like the stuff. People ain't pulling this out of nowhere. People are not pulling this stuff out of nowhere. Like there was something going on. The bars were kind of happy because they was like, girl, we tired of defending this man. We tired of defending you and this man. Like, girl. Oh, they was ready and come to find. She posted videos. She said, y'all thought I was going to be down with the rapist. I ain't. But, the barbs were banded together. Free Nicki, protect her. Like, you had one barb that was talking about, y'all do Nicki so wrong. This is the same woman who was making fun of somebody losing their mama and all the other stuff. Like, girl, you accusing everybody of sympathy and payola, and you are the queen of that. You are the visuals. You are the queen of that. And they was eating it up. But it seems like Nicki and the Grapists are okay now. Love that for them and all the things. But I definitely think something was going on. I think sister was dealing with something. It's also a video of how outside, like, girl, I don't know what's going on, but I hope sister, I hope she figures it out. Moving on, I want to talk about this Buick situation because I thought this was hilarious. Because I remember the first car I got. So for people who are not chronically online like myself, this parent had posted a picture of a starter car and said that they had offered it to their 20-year-old and it was a Buick. She posted a text message screenshot of her like texting her oldest baby. And, it's basically saying like, hey, do you like the car? Whatever. And the oldest girl's like, girl, I don't like the car. Like, it's ugly. And, I want a car like y'all do. Like, this car looks terrible. And people are saying, oh, ungrateful. Like, I'm grateful. Like, what's going on? Y'all, my dad, let me tell you something. My starter car is crazy. Like, the only reason why we're saying starter car is because of capitalism. Because insurance, all the other stuff, can't afford all the other stuff. Like, girl, a starter, like, let's start there. There should not be no such thing as no starter car. There should not be no such thing as no starter house, all the other stuff. It should just be this. Like, it should just be this. Let me tell you something. The way y'all be so mad at kids and teenagers and y'all use every moment like this to give them lashings is crazy to me. Like, y'all want to name these kids as so ungrateful. If it's anybody who is ungrateful, it is my generation and every other generation before me that have benefited from all of the things. Like, y'all are borrowing money from the future kid. Like, we are borrowing money from the next generation. There will not be any Social Security in the next whatever years. Like, that, all the protection stuff that was like given to folks, all that stuff is being taken away. These safety nets, all the other stuff. My generation, cannot afford to purchase a home. Like, if it wasn't for me being a veteran, it would have been even more difficult. It would have even been possible. Y'all are ungrateful because y'all have benefited from the future. Y'all have borrowed money off the future. And the nerve of y'all sitting up here talking about like a child, like being ungrateful. Y'all want to name these kids that are ungrateful. They're going to schools, funding is gone. Like, I was thinking and talking to a friend about what is going on with the school system in Memphis, and the band programs are non-existent no more. I'm not seeing that anymore. Like, all of the things that kids used to do after school and stuff, all the funding for that is damn near gone. Y'all talking about why kids are not outside playing. Atlanta has been under a code orange alert for air quality for the last 3 days. What do y'all want kids to do at this point? Like, what? Y'all just hate kids. Y'all hate them, but y'all need them. Y'all hate kids so much, but y'all need them. We need them because when we become old and as we age out and we become disabled, the next generation are going to have to be the ones taking care of us. So I don't understand. Like, yes, I'm not the biggest fan of kids because I don't want no kids, but I don't hate them to the point like I can't be around them. Like, when I'm doing certain stuff, I don't want to be around them, but I'm not annoyed when I'm on a plane and stuff and all the other stuff. I'm just gonna put my headphones in. We need these kids. And the way y'all be talking about them, like, girl, y'all wonder why they be putting y'all in old folks' homes. Like, y'all wonder why they don't want to be bought. Like, the way y'all talk, it's not a bad thing for this girl to say, hey, I don't want this car. Like, this car is ugly. It is now on the parent to now explain, hey, take this car, see how it works for the next year. That's what my dad did. He could have did it in a better way. Hey, when you first start driving a car, you're going to learn, you're going to run into stuff, you're going to bump into stuff, like you're going to tear it up, da-da-da-da. And you don't want to do that with a brand new car. It makes no sense to do that. Start with this one. But girl, I don't know how old this car is. I'm not going to be driving no 1990 car in no damn 2020. I'm so sorry. I'm not driving no Buick from 1965. Come on now, y'all. We can do 2010 or higher. Come on now. Come on now. Like, let's be honest. And this right here going to cause more issues because if it's not a good working car, it's going to have other mechanical issues that's going to have us spending even more money. Like, you think you saving money by getting these ragged cars, and then you have to get it fixed. You have to worry about stuff. You got to fix it. It becomes a money pit. Like, it becomes a money pit. But if the parents got money, y'all got nice cars, girl, maybe y'all need to tone it down. Get something cheaper so y'all can get y'all child something decent. I don't know. Since y'all talk about, ungrateful, maybe y'all are spending some money y'all don't have. But cars are expensive. We can talk about cars being expensive and all of the things. I get it. But it's on the parent to have a conversation with the child. I was mad at my father for getting me this Infiniti G20. Like, it was raggedy, but it did good. I appreciate it now in my 30s, in my late 20s. Like, oh, you know what? My daddy was right. You're not like, your child is not, it doesn't have anything to do with Instagram. Like, folks say, oh, that kids, they instant gratification. Kids have always been like that. Kids have always been like that. Like, kids would make fun of other kids for their parents coming in ragged cars. Like, I know I've been through that way before social media. This is not nothing new. This is the world we live in. And to think that this is happening because of social media, it's always been there. It's just exploited more. Like, come on, let's be serious. Let's be serious. I'm just tired of y'all blaming kids. That's becoming annoying and all the other stuff. So let's talk about Kenya Moore versus this new housewife. Girl, this whole situation is something. So Kenya Moore and the rest of the girls are filming for the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Kenya Moore then already had a run-in with a new housewife named Britt. And girl, it's been a mess. Apparently, Britt kind of threatened Kenya and said some stuff like, girl, you the kind of girl I got a pistol for. I got you. And her and Kenya Moore then exchanged some words. And at this event, it's being alleged that Kenya Moore shared a picture of Britt with something in her mouth that should not have been shown. And, it's giving that this is revenge porn. And like, Kenya, if you have done this, like, this is disgusting on your character. Like, the girl, Britt, like, she said that it did happen. Other folks are confirming it. Kenya Moore said that the truth will come out, all the other stuff. I don't know what Kenya Moore says that. Like, I don't know what Kenya Moore means. If Kenya Moore didn't post that, she just said, I think she said it a little bit cryptically. I think she kind of said a little bit in her like response, but I'm like, Kenya Moore, like, girl, if you're saying the truth is like that she was trying you, so you said this, like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. And honestly, hearing a little bit of the audio of them getting into it, and she was saying that Britt like sells cooch or all the other stuff. It's like, girl, oh my, in 2020, this is what y'all bring into the new season. Like, oh, you out here selling cooch, girl. Like, child, please. We're using these jokes in 2024. Like, can we get new material? Please, Kenya. Like, girl, oh my God. Like, this slut shaming stuff in 2024. This is why y'all asses not get, this is why it's a struggle for us to watch these shows, because y'all are still stuck in 2015 with 2024 ratings that ain't nobody watching. Like, girl, y'all still stuck in the past, and y'all wonder why we not watching. Like, y'all still stuck in 20. We've moved on. We've grown. We want to see growth with y'all. It's been September, spring, summer, and y'all still on the same stuff. Like, grow up. It's stupid. I believe Kenya Moore did that. I believe it. I don't know what to tell you. I believe it. But that's all I got on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not excited about this season, but we'll see. It's giving real ghetto. Portia can't even film in the house because whatever his name, what the old man she was married to ain't feeling it. Girl, it's a mess. We're gonna see what it gives.
Child, well, I'm in the middle of recording this. Come to find out, there's a rumor that Kenya Moore has been suspended from Real Housewives of Atlanta indefinitely. So it's seeming as though this stuff may be true. Like I said in this video, I kind of believe that Kenya did do this because her cryptic message was making it seem as though, you know, she was trying to look for a scapegoat out of it. And apparently production is not playing, and they have told the other housewives to not be in contact with her. So I think that Kenya definitely should be fired in the same way that Phaedra was, because this is that. Like, you don't do anything like that. And Kenya is very tacky, and it speaks to her character if she truly did do this. And I believe she did.
I'm gonna end this video talk about Bia and Cardi B. Girl, the quickest beef. I don't have much to say about it. Cardi B and Bia getting into it. Bia releasing a diss track. Cardi gathered Bia in that video. So, and that Instagram live, let me tell you something. Cardi B is the queen of receipts. She gonna keep some receipts, child. She ate Bia up. She knew about the diss track before it even came out. Bia released it. And I ain't gonna hold you. Cardi B ate her up on that remix. Oh my gosh. Nobody wanna Bia. She ate that. Cardi ate that. I don't care what y'all like. Cardi ate that up. Nobody wanna Bia. Because Bia been apparently taking shots. She was saying that Cardi B cheating on her husband, and Cardi B said, girl, one thing about it, you're not gonna lie on my pussy. She said that. And you know, girl, Tasha K was one of those girls that got caught up in that because she lied on her cooch. And she sued her. So she said, don't play with me, don't play with me. And Cardi B got on and addressed it and moved forward and all that other stuff. And you know, girl, don't matter want to be you. I'm not trying to copy or anything. Like, you don't have anything that I want, like your style. I don't like it. Bia released a diss track. It was terrible. Oh, it was so girl, get out the booth. Get out the booth. Somebody took Lotto's shirt and said, get out the booth. I'm hollering. Like, she wanted to have a moment. It was not happening for her. Poor Bia. Poor Bia. Yeah, I ain't just nobody want to be a Cardi ate that. Y'all gonna have to get a girl her things. You ate that one. But that's all I got. Tell me what y'all thought about the topics in the conversations today. Let me know in the comments. I love y'all so much. Subscribe if this is your first time. Support me on Patreon if you can. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye, bookies.